What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music. Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T, man. It's the Get Right Podcast, man. And we getting there, man. A few episodes away, man. We wrap up the month of September, man, as we wrap up season 6, man. But right now, we here. I'm never rolling solo. I got the homie with me, the Brian Trust, who gonna always hit you with them 3 words, man. Rob, what's good?
What up, though?
Yes, sir. And the people that love to hate to love, Mr. Misconception himself. DC, what's good, bro?
It's your boy DC in the place to be. Shout out to the 80s, baby. Let's go.
Man, let's get it, man. So, just to kick off, man, because obviously, man, it happens in our world, man, and we talked about this before, man. Days of Our Lives episode, man, in season 2, man, and there was an unfortunate incident that recently happened, man, in Appalachia High School in Georgia. 14-year-old kid took a AR style rifle to school and took 4 lives, innocent lives, man. Two classmates and 2 teachers. Actually, one of those teachers that also, having to be the defensive coordinator for their high school as well, and another teacher who actually relocated here from overseas. So it's definitely sad incident, and those, you don't think about that stuff. Actually, you do now, unfortunately, but you shouldn't be thinking about like what's gonna happen to me when I go to school. Those last case things, man, and the crazy part to me was that this 14-year-old kid who's going to be tried as an adult, I think his name Colton Gray, he was on the FBI radar a year ago for going crazy on the internet, posting things on Facebook and Snapchat and all that, and the FBI tapped him on the shoulder. The feds always listen. Pulled him and his dad in, was like, oh, it was good. Like, the dad didn't know he was on social media posting them things. The FBI asked, hey, do you have guns? He's like, oh, yeah. Does your son has access to your firearms? Oh, yeah, he do, but I keep everything empty. Fast forward a year, here we are. So not only, that 14-year-old is being tried as an adult, which is a sad thing. His life is gone. The father is going to be tried as well for murder, child endangerment. So I'm with that. I'm 100% supporting that, knowing that you answered these questions a year ago, and obviously you didn't give 2 shits about heeding their advice. And here we are, man. But lastly, now the government, is up in arms again, right? And the main thing is putting metal detectors in all schools, which is scary and crazy at the same time. I do want to know y'all take on that with all of this craziness going on. But, should we even now just look at that? Almost turning this into an airport in a sense. Like what you thinking, bro?
I grew up with metal detectors in all my school, so whatever. You know what I mean? That's cool. I'm cool with it. But we got armed officers or armed guards at our schools here, so that's cool too. Should be something.
Yeah,
some sort of protection.
Yeah, those like in the Charlotte area is what you mean?
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, South Carolina. I don't know about Charlotte, but South Carolina. Yeah,
I got you.
They're security officers on, and those security officers in Georgia actually got to that kid first. He could have did damage. He obviously went to that one classroom and unfortunately took those 4 innocent lives. And as he got out in the hallway, those SROs approached him, and he surrendered. But it could have been worse if those SROs wasn't there. We seen that, and we read about that too many times. But DC, what do you think, bro? Because Rod, I'm with you. I was like, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I'll say I've never been to a school where we had metal detectors. I don't know how I would feel about it, but something definitely got to get done. Because really, it's a tired subject. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it happens so often that honestly, I get a little desensitized to it. To be honest with you, and I think a lot of people do. And when I say desensitized, not to say I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my heart goes out to the victims and the families. But do I get as up in arms about it today as I did a few years ago? No. I mean, it's just, I hate to say it, it's another day. You know, it's just become a norm. The only quote unquote good thing is I am kind of happy they caught the kid alive, because a part of me, whenever these kinds of things happen, I always just wonder, like, what were you thinking? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
because my thought is, if we can find out what's going on in the minds of these shooters, because it's happening at an alarming rate, I am sure there is some common thread, some trend that we can identify, so we can really tackle the problem. Because to me, metal detectors is really just attacking symptoms of the problem. You know, the symptom is a kid bringing the gun. The problem is what's going on in the kid's head for him to even want to bring a gun and shoot up the place. So while we're still trying to figure out the problem, you know, this is like, you know, taking Tylenol for a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tylenol takes away the pain, but it doesn't really take away the reason you had the headache in the first place. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, like I said, the good thing is, and I also like the fact that the parent is being held accountable. I do think that's a positive step in terms of accountability. So maybe these parents will pay more attention to their kids. Like, I'll be honest here, I didn't know as much about it until you told me. Like, the FBI, I knew about the FBI list, but I didn't realize that the parent and the boy had been questioned,
Yeah.
and he was on a watch. I didn't realize all that, to be honest with you. So the fact that the dad is being held accountable, I think that this, and if this continues, that will kind of wake the adults up to pay attention to their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're truly going to be held accountable for your kid's actions. Because I'm sure he's sorry, the dad is sorry, but he's gonna be more sorry when he's behind bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing more sorry than, you know, having to join a gang, because he about to be in prison forever. So, you know, he
Yeah.
going to have to join the Aryan Nation or something. I don't know, whatever gangs is in there for protection, you know. And he's really going to think about it at that point, and that will essentially serve as a lesson to other people. But at the end of the day, I think it's definitely some sort of mental health issue, not mental health as in a medical issue, more of a social, like what's going on. Because one trend is all the shooters pretty much look alike. All the shooters are around the same age group. So we know kind of the demographic that's doing it. We just don't know the why. So we just need to get to the why so we can stamp it out for good. But aside from that, man, it's just, you know, RIP to everybody. It's just happening so often that I think even America as a whole is getting desensitized to it. It's going to go through a 72-hour news cycle, but unfortunately, we'll likely move on, you know, to the next headline, you know, in a few days. So,
That's the scary part. What you just said, though, desensitized, man. It's crazy because you kind of get used to it. It's the norm. It's like working in the emergency room. You see trauma coming
yeah.
in all day, every day. And
Mm-hmm.
I worked in the ER, man. You know, not as a doctor or nurse, just as an ER dispatcher, man. Just seeing people in patient transportation. And then I've heard it. You're like, you know, after a while, you get used to it,
Yeah.
bro. That is scary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get used to seeing somebody come in mangled up in a car accident, shot, or worse. They come in the ER, they don't come out that room. And so, like, man, that's crazy. And this is the second parent being charged. This actually happened in Michigan a few years back, right? I can't remember that suburb outside of Detroit. And a kid shot up school, got obviously he obtained those firearms from his parents. Parents didn't have them secure. And they admitted it. They didn't have them secure. And so they got charged. And they're both, the mom and dad, are in prison right now.
That's
And
wild.
so this father is being charged with 4 counts as well.
And you know what's wild? You talk about securing weapons, because you know, I'm a firearm owner as well, and you should absolutely secure your fire. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't, but I do feel a little bit conflicted on that, realistically, because you know I keep firearms for protection, and I think worst case scenario, you know, if
Mhm.
I don't know, I'm sleeping, somebody There's a home invasion at 2 a.m. and I'm halfway asleep. I'm groggy and my adrenaline's pumping. And I got to go to the safe, do the combination or get my key and this, that, and the third. And like my concern is by the time I go through all of the safety checks to get the firearm, it's too late. And I've been jeopardized. My family's been jeopardized and whatnot versus if something happens, I can roll over, get out of bed and protect myself and my family quickly, you know? And I think that's a concern for a lot of Americans, which is why I think you see so many times kids getting to guns and they're like, they're just getting to them. And it's like, why would you do that? One of it, I think part of it is just naivety of the parents. But another part of it is, again, you're thinking worst case scenario, I might need to get to this quick.
Just get you a fingerprint safe, bro.
So I was about to say that, bro. I think you got two options. You got two options: get a fingerprint safe next to the bed, or DC, because I know you're a man of lists and steps. You organize yourself, bro. Before you go to bed, crack your safe open, put that thing under the mattress or the pillow, probably under the mattress just in case. And then when you get up in the morning, ain't nothing pop off, man. We good, bro. Go and throw that back in the safe, bro, and go enjoy your day, right? And so those are your options, man. Especially as a lawyer and a prosecutor. Man, I ain't buying it. You're right, man. Well, I just always, you never know. I want to. You could have locked that thing up. Here was your two options.
Yeah.
Get a fingerprint safe for less than $30 on Amazon, which you get. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you got enough money to buy about 5, 6, 7 firearms. You got enough money to buy
that. You know what? That is a good point. Yeah, if you got multiple guns ain't cheap. So if you're buying legit firearms like the right way, you spending some money. And if you got gun money, you got safe money.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you getting charged, bro. Like I can't buy that.
Yeah.
Even your defense lawyer gonna be like, bro, they ain't gonna chew that up.
Oh yeah. Well, and see what's crazy is, and that's just I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate. But I think about rap lyrics, and I might mess it up. It's something like I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah.
A lot of people gonna kind of take that mentality, and unfortunately, we're seeing it play out. He's old boy's about to get judged by 12, and you said old boy in Michigan getting judged by 12, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's wild, man. But I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm tired of the conversation. I'm tired. This is 3-4 weeks later. I have a feeling we'll be having another conversation similar to this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not wishing it. I don't want it to happen. I'm just talking about what's been happening since the 90s, like Columbine. Like it just becomes just another part of the news cycle, bro.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Yeah,
it all, man. So maybe they'll talk about it. Maybe we'll hear some context in that, man. In that debate coming up too, man. Obviously, that's been the thing.
And I'm tired of that shit too. Because I'm be honest with you, ain't nothing gonna change. Like it's at this point, what Columbine was like 96, 97. So is that 30 years? My math is almost 30, not quite 30.
97.
So we going on 30 years and literally nothing has changed. In fact, it's gotten worse. I think the frequency of these types of events is actually going up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just almost like debate what for why? Why? You know what I mean? What are we going to talk about in a couple weeks whenever this debate is? What are we going to talk about that's actually going to do anything? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah,
except get ratings.
99. It was 99, but yeah, it's
99.
But you said it's
so about 25 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
It's still going up.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll figure it out, man. Hopefully, we'll figure it out. Parents, definitely pay attention to your kid, man. Have those conversations, man. I get it, man. This social media thing is a craze and everything else, man. But even parents, get your tech game up. Get on social media.
Got to.
Create you a fake burner account. Get your KD on. Like, do something and see like what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And because you got to get involved. If you can't have the conversation around the dinner table, which is a thing of the past too, then get on social media too and see what's going on.
That's a good idea though. The burner account. That's a very good idea. Create a burner account. Be friends with your child. Slide in the DMs and just have candid convos. Figure out what's going on behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? That's a very good idea, actually.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm freestyling right here, man. So, but I mean, try it, do it. It's what's going on, and so, as we switch gears, man, just to lighten things up. Obviously, it is the holiday weekend. NFL has started. Dak Prescott got paid. DC. I said it last season. I was like, ain't no way in hell he getting $60 million a year. And that man got $60 million a year.
Yep.
I don't. Hey,
bro, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I ain't mad he got his bag. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, bro. You play a violent sport, get your money, bro. And the guaranteed money was crazy, bro. $240 million, 4 years, $240 million, 231 guaranteed.
Yep. Pay the man, bro.
So he got 4 years to win the Super Bowl.
Richest contract in history.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun got it. Why couldn't Deshaun at the time? Deshaun got it. Why shouldn't Dak get it? Because he's certainly accomplished more than Deshaun.
Facts. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see.
It's funny. Speaking of Deshaun, we got Deshaun. Actually, we playing Deshaun right now. We need to hurry up with this episode so I can go ahead and watch this game. So,
but shout out to him, man. And I didn't see it coming, bro. I did not see it coming.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't either, bro. I didn't. I was a little bit surprised by the CD. Jerry paid CD, and I was like, man, okay, all right. Shout out to Jerry, but I was really, really shocked to see that happen so early on. But I was smart though, honestly. Like, no more distractions. Everybody's paid. No contract issues. Let's go out and win. One thing I am concerned about is the run game. We got 2 old running backs that haven't really done anything in the last few years. Our passing game is amazing, but my thought is our offense going to be too predictable because we got to pass? I don't know. Maybe those old guys got something left in the tank to make the defense respect them enough to not just play a nickel all game.
The look on Ryan's face, though, is priceless.
They facing nickels and dimes all season, huh? That's it. Nickel package, dime package. That's it, bro. Whatever.
Pretty much. Unless you have, who was it, Deuce Vaughn? Unless he somehow come out the woodwork.
Where is he?
He in Dallas, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
He was nice at Kansas State, bro. Nice, bro.
He's a 5'5" running back.
He's
though.
Darren Sproles. He's Darren Sproles for sure. But he nice.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. We'll see. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, the defense is good. Passing. The only thing I'm really truly worried about is the run game. If you have no run game, they're just gonna. Anyway, we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Speaking of, I didn't see that, and we'll see, man. Shout out Northern Illinois, man. College football, bro. They went to South Bend, Indiana, at Notre Dame, and shocked the world, bro. They were supposed to get blown out. They were a 34-point underdog.
Wow.
Showed up. Saying, man, we here. They shocked the world, bro. Took down the number 5 school at the time. Obviously, they ain't gonna be number 5 after this. They were Notre Dame number 5. They definitely gonna drop. And the post game interview with that coach, man, who shed tears, man, who let everybody know, we got through it. The NIL bull. We got through the portal bull. We here. And so, man, that was big, bro. That was big. That was like a dope Saturday, man, to watch, man, to see that. And
yeah, Notre Dame's a historic rival of ours, so I'm not mad to see them lose, especially to take a little bit of the highlight off of our performance.
Yeah.
The fighting Matthew McConaughey's was up in Ann Arbor going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Texas Longhorns was, man, second year in a row, bro. They done did this.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Yeah. I mean, college football, we've talked about it over the last few years since NIL has actually become official. It's a different landscape. Like, you literally have to treat it like the NFL, like a junior NFL. Yeah. You have to plug holes with the free agency. You have to pay your players, like play your key players for them to stay on your team. You have to run it just like the NFL if you want to compete. And I think part of like Michigan's reason and why I wasn't surprised at the performance. I was hoping it would have been better. But after seeing week 1 and seeing how our offense looked like hot doo-doo, like that ain't gonna change. Like people were saying the biggest change comes between weeks 1 and 2. I'm like, bro, like nah, we ain't gonna get it doing it the way we were doing it. And if that's how we were gonna try to run the offense, it could get ugly. Because defensively, man, and shout out to Sark, bro, because he shows why he's a good coach. We got out coach for one, but we have a new coach. He's first time head coach. I get it. He had a good run last year, but still, that was Harbaugh's plan, right? He just got the coach on Saturday. It still was Harbaugh's game plan.
Right.
He did a great job managing, but it's different from managing a game and coming up with the game plan and scheming and all that on your own. But yeah, it's a complete difference. You have to adjust to the scheme, and what Sharon has tried to do pretty much since January is keep Harbaugh's program running. That's not gonna work, bro.
You gotta make
you gotta make it yours. You gotta put your stamp on it and come with a new approach, right? Like there are so many people. I'm not gonna get in a tangent, but there are so many people talking about Michigan was incompetent for not going out and getting a quarterback in the portal this year, because we really had nothing after JJ. Like once JJ was gone, it's like we got this freshman that could be something in Jaden Davis, but bro, T and I seen him in live person. He ain't ready for college yet. He could get there. He's nice. He could get there, but he need to put on some weight. He need to be able to actually show that the speed of the game is easy to him, right? Like it's easy to practice well, but the speed of the game from high school to college is completely different, just as it is completely different from college to the NFL. Like that speed comes at you fast in a hurry. So we don't have a quarterback that was in the waiting. We were hoping Alex Orji was the guy, but he just hasn't put it together yet. My thought process, Davis Warren, we had some miscues for sure that cost us.
Right.
If we're going to have those miscues anyway, might as well roll with Orji. I mean, what worse can it be? I watched South Florida last night play Alabama in a tight game, and their quarterback couldn't throw and hit nothing. Like he was, I'm literally looking at him like, how in the hell are you playing quarterback if you can't throw?
Because he's 6'5",
but they were competitive.
240.
He ran all over them, right?
6'5",
in college,
240.
that can work, right? So you can develop the passing attack. So I would roll with him, but it's early. They got to figure out their identity, and you can't just blame it on Sharon not going to get a quarterback in the portal. There's a multitude of reasons why that was impossible. One being we played in a freaking national championship, and by the time our quarterback declared for the NFL, guess what? All was gone in the portal. All the good quarterbacks, right? Mm-hmm. And just because you go get somebody in the portal, that doesn't mean they're going to be good. I'm looking at DJU, not look that great, right? I'm looking
Another Florida State shout out.
Yeah, I'm looking at Dylan Gabriel in Oregon, not look that great. These were hot commodities, so you can't just assume that's going to be the case. And again, I'm gonna say this point, and I'm gonna be done with it. But I appreciate the hell of Harbaugh, all he did for the program. He got us a natty. I'm happy, but he didn't do us any favors for sure on his way out. He took all our coaches. We didn't recruit well, and part of us not recruiting well, in my humble opinion, is one, he flirted with the NFL every single year. That's hard to recruit when you don't know if your coach is going to be there.
Right.
Two, you look at some of the high commodity quarterbacks, the high commodity skill position receivers. We don't have those. And the reason we don't have it is we have ran the damn ball so much that why would like we were lucky to get JJ. JJ probably is a Heisman candidate if he goes anywhere else and can throw the ball 40 to 50 times a game like every other quarterback that gets the Heisman. JJ was averaging like 20 throws a game. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I'm a 5-star quarterback, why would I want to go there and do that just to hand off the ball? If I'm a 5-star receiver, Why would I go there just to block? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why we are where we are right now. And I got my natty, so whatever.
Come on.
Yeah. And somebody was telling me, and correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm not the
Yeah.
expert on college football, but with the transfer portal, it seems it's actually probably worse than the NFL. From my understanding, there's two transfer, like you can transfer 2 times, like once in the spring and once in the winter.
Correct.
You can. Yep.
So it's like that's like having 2 free agencies. Like if
Yeah.
it was the NFL. So my thought is, if that's the case, to try to stop all of this, because from my understanding, like some of these older coaches, like a Nick Saban, for example, got out because essentially you got to re-recruit your own players
Correct.
twice a year.
Yes.
You know
Twice
what I'm saying? Like,
and don't let a coach leave because they get another 30-day transfer period. If your coach leaves or gets fired, you get another 30 days
You get 3.
Yeah, so if
Wow.
that
leaves, we
happens, you
get
can get 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like I like the fact that the college players get paid, but I think they just got to tighten up the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
It's they need a CBA, bro. One, Harbaugh pissed off a lot of people like that. Nick Saban as well, but because of Nick Saban clout, a lot of people didn't go at him in the media in the public. They went at Harbaugh. But they all need the CBA. It's like Rod said, it's an NFL, bro. Everybody needs a salary cap, bro. Because
For sure.
Ohio State just spent over $20 million. It's
Sheesh.
public. They spent over $20 million getting players.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's
so
free
just
agency, bro. They're the Yankees right now. Ohio State, if you look at it, money spent this year, Ohio State is the New York Yankees. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna buy everybody.
So let's just look at it like treat it like the minor leagues. You know
Pretty
what I'm
much.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have
Pretty
to. They gotta
much.
put a cap on it, bro, because that's what it is, bro. Because that receiver Isaiah Bond, he played at Alabama last year. He went to Texas. He was making $950,000. He had an NIL deal. He's getting close to $2 million there and a Lambo going to Texas.
See,
Man, bro.
Like
What a
that's
time to be alive, man.
like
what a time, bro. What a time.
Yeah.
And
Sweeten the deal with a Lambo.
some of these players will never touch the field in the NFL. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if I kind of have a feeling that's going to happen, why not take advantage right now? So I'm gonna go to whoever giving me the sweetest deal. Like
Exactly.
if I got the opportunity as a 18 to 22-year-old kid to get $2 million, $2 million, bro, to play in college, that is nuts to me. And again, I respect them for paying the players, but it's a little out of hand. Like you got to even the playing field a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we
Well,
talking about stealing signs, and we got people literally out here getting Lambos to come play for your school, bro. Where's your priorities?
Man, well, let Dame Dash tell it. $2 million ain't really all that, Rod. It's not that big a deal. You know what I'm saying?
It's enough to get your dentures fixed, bro.
Right? That was wild. That was, bruh. Why do I know we talking about college, but why do people go at 50, bro? Like, leave 50 alone.
I was just about to say that, man.
He's 50-0. Let's call it what it is. The man don't lose,
different, bro.
Leave him alone, bro.
He's a professional troll, dog.
Right.
Professional. Like there's nobody that does it better than him. You can put Aubrey in a room with 50. Like you can't be that man.
Nope.
No.
I just want to be your friend, bro.
You kind of see
like how
this,
good.
and look, this about to sound bad, so I apologize of how it sounds, but it is probably true. I see why he got shot 9 times, bro. Like as I can understand if this is you all the time. Yeah, I see how that's possible.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I was in school, man, my homie Mark, we used to joke about like when that song came out, "Catch You Slipping, I'ma Kill You." I ain't playing. You hear what I'm saying? So the joke was when he made that song because that's what the dude told him when he was getting shot. He's like, "Man, catch you slipping, I'm gonna kill you, 50." And he got shot up.
Oh,
and he's like, "Yo, that was kind of hot," and made it a song. So in reality, that song was really about 50 getting shot because he just talked so much. But it's so funny you say that, Rod, because we said that back in like 04. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah.
I believe it, man. I believe it. Like, did y'all watch the interview with Wallow and Gilly with 50?
Man, I didn't get to finish it.
Okay.
I started watching it, but bro, fifth, the little bit that I saw, Fifth was dropping gems, bro.
Yeah. Intelligent, bro. Like
Yeah.
he
No,
is.
they said his
He's
IQ
got
was
it.
like beyond. Like I remember when he first came out into the scene, his debut and all that good stuff, and people were saying like his IQ. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people when he had got that deal. What was that deal? Was that Vital Water? When he did that Vital
Yeah.
Water,
Vitamin water. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
were like, "Yo, his IQ." Like a lot of people from like Wall Street high executives, was like, "Man, his IQ, his business acumen is like." You don't expect that from someone who's like, I mean, you just so dope. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like he thought like 10 steps ahead. They was like he was like one of the sharpest people in the boardroom. Um, wearing at that time, remember those G Unit beaters?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They
Hey,
were like he showed up to his first meeting like that, bro, and was making but sharp, bro.
a funny thing about it is, like, yeah, he has the business sense and the brain. And he kind of accredited all of that to Jay. Not saying Jay gave it to him directly, but he said even just watching him as a formidable opponent, like Jay taught him how to elevate his mindset and his game to
That
stretch
brand.
beyond just what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty dope because 50 always throwing like a little sly shot at Jay and everything, calling him the gay painter and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool for him to actually acknowledge, like, yo, Jay has never, even we talked about it on the pod, like Jay has never been like the number one selling artist in his genre
Mm-hmm.
during any time. You know what I mean? Like there was always someone selling more than him. He was never the top, but he was always relevant. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Always.
Like what would make you call him the GOAT? Because he wasn't the best seller of music. He wasn't like the most popular person in music. He never really had the things that you would consider like, oh, he wasn't Drake. You know what I mean? He wasn't Drake.
Right.
But yet he was always in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Consistency.
he made
Yeah.
himself relevant at all times. And 50 was like, bro, you can't teach that. You know what I mean? So
For
I
sure.
thought that was dope. And it was a good breakdown of, you're right. Like, that's what makes Jay so unique is he's always been relevant, even in times where he's not the top. But there's always an argument that he could be the top. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's dope.
Well, it's funny because you can apply that to Jay. You can apply
Mm-hmm.
that to Fifth.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say you can even apply it to Rick Ross. And,
Mm.
and what I mean, what I think the three of them, and I'll even throw Drake in there a little bit, and this is where I'm going. With those folks, no matter what, they constantly are working. They're constantly putting stuff out. Like I think 50 said, one thing I saw on the interview is that he never takes vacations. Like the only time he took a vacation is to go see his granddad because his granddad recently passed away. And that was the only time he would like take a break. Other than that, he was always working on something. And you could say the same thing about Jay. Just like Rod. I mean, Rod said it eloquently. So there's nothing else I could add there. But the same thing with Ross, because like when you look at Ross, up until he kind of now he's more on the mogul side, doing other things outside of music. But when he was real heavy in the music, he was constantly putting out music. Like when he got trolled by Fifth, I would say he's the only rapper
He survived.
to survive 50, and that's because he just didn't stop. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna tell you, Ross lost that battle, bro. That Officer
Yeah,
Ricky, he got
for
killed.
sure.
You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
He lost
But
in a lot of ways, bro.
yeah, but he made it because he just never stopped. You know what I'm saying? He put out a bunch of songs that flopped,
Mm-hmm.
and he got a couple that hit. And now we talk about Ross in the upper echelon, man, and kind of switching gears. I think that's where Drake is going right now. I
Mm-hmm.
remember I know we talked about this ad nauseum, and I know we all kind of said, "Yo, Drake, you should just chill." But the more and more I think about it, he is doing the right thing. You just got to keep putting out music, and eventually, something gonna hit and people gonna forget.
Mm-hmm.
72-hour news cycle we just talked about a few minutes ago, and we gonna keep it pushing, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fifth though, I do need to finish that because he definitely had $1 million worth of game, bro, for
Yeah, I
sure.
agree with that, bro.
Yeah, 50 is he's a unique breed, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
I respect the hell out of 50. He's one of my favorite artists, honestly. not just because of his music. I like his music. I'm still one of the ones that probably still will play 50 right now in certain scenarios. But he's one of my favorite artists just because of how, like you said, intelligent and just the brand that he's built and not really changed, bro. Like he ain't really moved from when he came on. What was that? 2003 when Get Rich
or Die Trying.
Yeah. So
03.
there hasn't really been a change of person. You know, obviously you elevate, you grow as a human, but I'm saying like the core of who he is has never wavered. It's always been the same. And
he found his niche.
Yeah.
He found his niche and he killed it, bro. BMF, Power, all of that that's 50's niche.
It's coming up 10 years.
And he
10 years,
maximized it.
They're about to celebrate their 10-year anniversary this fall.
Yeah, like he's never tried to fit in any other lane. It's like Chick-fil-A, bro. Like Chick-fil-A don't try to make burgers. They make some of the best chicken sandwiches you can get out of a drive-through. That's all they do. And that's kind of what Fifth does. You know what I'm saying? He's the best at what he does. And honestly, I don't even really see 50 as like super genius or super smart.
Yeah.
What he does is he reads. Like 50 actually, like because I've listened to a number of his interviews.
Yeah.
And Yayo talks about him a lot too, because Yayo's on Vlad. And what Yayo would always say, and this is intelligent, but what I mean by he's not that smart, I mean like he's not like Stephen Hawking. You know what I mean? It's just while we all partying and bullshitting, he's reading the contract. Like he's like Yayo would talk about, they would go do a show or whatever, and they could do the after party. They all, getting drunk and getting high, whatever. He's at his hotel looking at the contracts. You know what I mean? Just reading, and figuring it out and understanding where the money is going and whatnot. And it's crazy because once you understand that, it's all in black and white. Once you understand it, the next move is actually very plain and simple. It's just, I think that really just speaks to how many people just don't take that next step. So I would say, but I wouldn't even use intelligent to describe 50. I would use the word focus.
Focus.
Yeah.
You know what? That's interesting that you say that. And again, I know we talked about it as nauseum, but shout out to Dot. He got the Super Bowl coming up, right? That was dope.
No round twos.
What you see, he's definitely read The Art of War, dog. When you talk about just battles,
front to back,
bro, he is a chess player. I respect to Dot. But there was a conversation a while ago, bro, like when he was literally K Dot before he changed to Kendrick. He would rap about the regular rap stuff that we like, you know what I mean? The toxicity, as you would say.
Yeah.
Toxic
bars.
Yeah. That was some of the stuff that him and Q and not necessarily Ab Soul, but J-Rock, all those guys would kind of lean into that. And at one point, before they blew up, Dot changed his name to just be like Kendrick Lamar, because it was almost that reinvention of, you know what, that's not who I want to portray, and I want to grow in this game, but I don't want to be dealt with the distractions. You know what I mean? And that's what 50 doesn't allow distractions to take away from where he's trying to go. Jay's the same, right? They don't allow those distractions to take away. If you become a distraction, I'll cut you off, bro.
Like, out of there.
Yeah.
Out of there.
So you can see as Dame, with his antics right now, Dame became a distraction, bro.
Facts.
So hey, where I'm trying to go, bro, I can't take you with me. And I ain't mad at that.
And his teeth is falling out now. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny, but like, bro, like ever since the breakup of Rockefeller, we only see Dame in the news for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like, because he issued the challenge to 50 to let's put our movies together and let's see who does what. And apparently he got some movie called, I forget what it was, but I saw it like on a meme or something. Bro, I never heard of it until this whole beef with 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Distraction is a great, that's a great word. I will say that, shout out to Dot for getting the Super Bowl, but I feel like he should not have got the Super Bowl. Should have been Wayne, bro. Wayne has been around longer. He's got the discography, and not to say that Kendrick doesn't, but it's in New Orleans, bro.
Wait. We know it's in New Orleans, and we just said how this man played chess. You don't think Weezy gonna show up? You don't think he gonna get an invite? Hey,
He should,
bro.
but he
What
should be headlining though.
what he gonna
He shouldn't be
perform?
getting an invite.
I understand.
Yeah, what would he perform? Like, what would he perform? Mona Lisa? He don't know the words today. He say
No, he don't.
so. He not gonna
Yeah.
perform that.
Maybe
And that's not a song, and that song ain't gonna go at the Super Bowl. Like that's
No.
not the type of
stunt
that's
like
not
my daddy.
people gonna sit down and you play that song, they gonna sit down and be on their phones.
Yeah, Mona Lisa. What about stunt like my daddy? What songs can Wayne play at the Super Bowl?
Lollipop, Millie. He got a couple.
He's got a bunch, but it's more
Millie.
so of the chemistry of him
headliner.
and Kendrick. Like how do you like when Dr. Dre came out, because Kendrick performed Dr. Dre.
Yep.
But Dre produced for Kendrick, so it all made sense. Kendrick doesn't really have any ties to Wayne outside of Mona Lisa, and that's not the type of song that's gonna go off at the Super Bowl.
Wayne go off for like 5 minutes?
Because Wayne with Drake, bro. Why am I do that?
That too.
Bro, Wayne stayed out of it anyway.
So. But he's still with Drake, bro.
But did he?
He didn't.
Hey, guess what? We'll find out.
He didn't stay out of it.
We'll find out. We'll find out in February.
He did not stay out of it.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. But you know what?
In February.
We will find. But the more Rod brought up a good point. The more I think about it, I don't see Wayne on that stage.
No.
Kendrick's not bringing Wayne out, bro. He's the op.
I am curious if, and I would assume he did not, but I am curious if Jay extended the invitation to Wayne first and Wayne turned it down.
No way.
Yeah, that's why I don't see it happening. But I'm trying to think of like what other reason, because I think I have to look it up, but I think the Super Bowl is in LA next year. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, 2026.
Yeah, 2026.
Yeah, 2026 season.
I think it's in. I'm not sure. Is it LA? I know they coming to Detroit.
Is it? Well, it's in Santa Clara. It's in Levi Stadium.
Santa Clara.
That
so 49ers. Yeah, so in San Fran.
Yeah, so it's in the Bay.
Yeah.
So I mean, that would have been. I mean, Dot might not have the hype at that point, but that would have been.
Yeah, he hot right now.
Ideal. Yeah. Well, it's not even just right now, because I mean, I think Dot could do the Super Bowl at any point because he has the established career and pedigree to do it.
He's got it.
He's done it before.
Yeah,
it wasn't a full set, but he's been there before, and I'm sure he can pull out Taylor Swift and Beyonce, and he can pull out whoever. So he could
Maroon
do
5.
it. Yeah, he could do it at any point.
Yeah.
Jay, I don't know.
What I believe, because Wayne had been kind of campaigning about it. He'd been campaigning, saying, "I would love to do the Super Bowl. I want to do the Super Bowl." He said it. What I believe is, taking it back to Art of War, Rod. I believe that Kendrick's campaign for the Super Bowl. I think that he's definitely got an album coming out. It may come out this year or late this year. But I believe that he is doing the cheapest rollout ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be the cheapest and best rollout ever.
He might drop right after the Super Bowl that next day.
And that's like a month after the Grammy. So if he win a Grammy or 2 or 3 or whatever for the song, it just puts him right back in the spotlight. So I don't know, man.
Because he can drop right after. Like that next night, that Monday. He might drop an album on that Monday after the Super Bowl.
Well, what I would say, T, is he would probably drop in the fall, because kind of what you want to do is you got an album, I don't know. Usher waited. Usher dropped before the Super Bowl. He dropped his album before the Super Bowl. But anyway, what I was going to say is he probably want to drop before to give people time to listen to it, love it.
I'm sure, yeah.
So that maybe if he performs one of the new songs at the Super Bowl, people actually know it. You know what I'm saying? So he'll drop this fall or winter time, basically fourth quarter. I'll say he'll drop fourth quarter, so between October and December. He's going to perform the Super Bowl, do the Not Like Us, and just keep the buzz going, bro. Because he's done zero rollout. We know the rumors are all over the place. He's got an album coming out. The man has done zero rollout other than shit on Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's working. Like, I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Team Drake. And I'm looking for the Kendrick album. So, like, bruh, when you talk about genius and whatnot, I would say that would be borderline genius. And I don't even like using that word. I feel like that's a word that gets overused. But if that's what's happening,
so
that's going to be studied.
I got a question for y'all.
He's a mastermind, bro. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
I got a question for y'all, bro. Because you talked about 50. We threw out that word genius. He's focused, all of that. And 50 came out, 2003, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get Rich or Die Trying's classic. We know that. Who had a better rookie year, bro? Because this question got thrown at us in the pod on IG, so I had to share it, man. Who had a better rookie year, bro? 50 Cent?
Go ahead.
50 Cent or DMX?
You say 50 Cent or DMX?
Or DMX, who had a better rookie year?
As far as what, though? Like, what's the criteria?
Just like overall year? Because X dropped 2 albums in 1 year.
Did.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Fifth went crazy that year. Like worldwide. That album was worldwide certified.
50 came under arguably the highest grossing rapper to ever live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he gravitated to M's fans immediately. So if you, that's why I say, what's the criteria? If you go on by sales, and just overall around the globe impact, 50, bro. 50. No, not even close.
I lean more towards DMX because of the 2 albums in 1 year, and they both are triple platinum.
Mm-hmm.
And the music he put out, bro, he had hit after hit after hit on both albums. For me, I think DMX had a hell of a rookie year, bro. Like, I don't know if it's been duplicated, bro, to do what he's done.
It has not been duplicated, so, but I'm gonna give it the Fifth just because.
That's fair, bro. Like that's why I said it's a good question. I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna discuss this. We're gonna discuss this."
I would say DMX is a close second, but I got to give it the Fifth. I remember a quote that's been circulating all over the place. I'm sure y'all have heard it. That Jay-Z, I think he told his label, or cats on his labels, like, look, if y'all gonna drop, you need to hurry up and drop now, because when 50 drop, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And granted, when X dropped, it did shake up the world, but as far as I can tell, DMX wasn't basically taking other people's sales, because that's essentially what happened. 50 took your sales. He was so hot, you could not sell anything.
50 single-handedly ruined the greatest artist at that time's career, bro.
Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Ja was the big. Ja was Drake right now.
He was
the biggest artist. 106 in Park, TR, whatever was out. Ja Rule was on that list, bro. And 50 single-handedly came with one song called Wangster and say, I'm talking about Ja Rule. And that whole run of Murder Inc. just started to decline, bro.
Was Thanos with that one. He was.
So when you talk about Thanos. Impact of a rookie, for him to come and slow everybody else sales, Nelly who? Ja who?
Yeah. That is true. That is true. And on top of that, I would say that he leveraged that rookie year better than anybody in the history of hip hop, maybe in the history of music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But certainly, like, nobody, like, because if you think about it, like, he's had other albums after that. I know Rod said you still listen to Fifth. I don't really listen to Fifth like that anymore. I like Fifth more as a personality than as an artist at this point. But, like, he had a crazy run. Don't get me wrong. Well, I won't name all of his albums, but, he had a lot of good albums. But honestly, it was just Get Rich or Die Trying. You know what I'm saying?
We know that.
And he rode that into a huge empire to the point that he's built a whole studio, the second biggest studio just behind Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? All really off the back of Get Rich or Die Trying, which came out over 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Yeah, it's got to be fair. I will say, that was a good question, T. I will give an honorable mention to Biggie. Bro, Biggie is in the GOAT conversation off of one album, bro. Let's keep it real. It's ready to die. That Life After Death, like, people talk about it, but it's ready to die.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's top 3 albums of all time for me. Life After Death, bro.
All right.
For me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my top 3, bro. Blueprint.
I gotta sit down and think about that.
I don't have to think about it. Blueprint, Life After Death, College Dropout, my top 3 albums of all time. I can go back to those 3 at any moment and feel like I'm in that moment that I was in. Those 3 albums got me through some changing times, bro.
That's a solid list. I don't know if I can
That's
give you 3
really
off the top of my
dope.
head, but I can give you at least one. AT Aliens. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy
That's
AT Aliens.
yeah,
Top
bro.
5. That's top 5 for me.
That's top 3. No, that's top
That's
3
top
for
5
me.
for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's top 5 for you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
now the other 2, I might
AT
need a second to think about, but AT Aliens, I don't need to think about it.
AT Aliens is on my top 3. I mean, that's just the southern end of DC. But
Yeah. I don't even know if I put Illmatic as my top 3,
man,
bro. And I'm a non-stan,
um,
but I got to think about that one.
man, all eyes on me. All eyes on
Illmatic
me.
is not
You can
my favorite
you can
Nas
play All
album.
Eyes on Me right now,
Mhm.
bro. All eyes on me. I'm living in the moment, but I can listen to it right now and it can change my attitude. And that's Victory Lap from Nipsey.
Yeah, you know what?
That is a
That
mood
is
changer, bro.
I
Right now,
could put that in
bro.
my top 3 too, bro.
Like,
It'd be top 10 for sure for me.
I feel some
Yeah.
kind of way, bro. Like Nipsey can
Victor.
puts me in a great mood, bro.
Yeah.
That Victory Lap can change my whole mood, bro. Of a mindset of going to go get it. Like I need to
Facts.
go get it.
Big
Like,
facts. You ain't lying.
dang, bro. That's a good question too.
You said
That's a good one, bro. I like
you
your list
said
though, Rod.
you said All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, that Tupac, bro.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
man, that double disc was banging.
And what's crazy is that's not even my favorite Tupac album. Me
Really?
Against the
not.
World. I like Me Against the World better.
Me Against the World is my favorite. My top 3 is Me Against the World, then is Machiavelli, then is All Eyes on Me for me. That's just
Man.
But they right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a crazy 3. That's a
nice
crazy
story.
3 run album right there. Because all 3 of those came out back to back to back.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, bro. So y'all put me on the spot. So of course, like AT Aliens, easy.
Yeah, okay.
The more I'm thinking about it, I might say Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Like I still listen to probably one of those songs once every 2 weeks at least, just on random playlists to this day. And I think that album dropped like in 2012, something like that.
That's number 4 for me.
Number 4.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fair. Right, you already got a 5. See?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Rock came clips loaded, bro.
I
He's like, I'll tell you my 3 right now. I'm gonna get this shit off.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I gotta think on this one, bro.
Yeah. I need a second because only when I might change my mind on Kendrick, but I'm just kind of in the moment.
I need to stay on the couch and talk to somebody about that, bro.
Right. I'm right there with you, T. Shit, scoot over.
Man, because I gotta talk to somebody about that. Dang, right, your 4 pretty good, bro. Right?
Yeah.
5, bro. What's the 5th one there, bro?
AT Aliens was 5 for me.
Okay.
Dang,
okay. Bro. I mean,
that's a solid list. Like if I'm on an island somewhere,
that is a good road trip. Bro.
I'm honestly, I would ride with Rod's top 5. If I'm stuck on an island and I just got my,
I ain't mad at that, bro. I'm good with that, bro.
Yeah.
The rescue team comes. Like, oh, y'all here already, man?
Right. I know, right?
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Like,
yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Hey. Like, how much gas in that helicopter, bro? Let this song finish, bro.
Right.
But you pulled me up off this ladder, bro. I just need to know. Hey, that was a good list, bro. Cause bro. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's no skippables on there, bro.
Yeah, man.
No.
Classic albums, bro. But I know one that's on DC's top 5 is LL Cool J new album. That's
God, DC, bro. You went on a rant with us on the text, bro, and I said we gonna talk about it, bro. What? I got a question for you, bro, before you go, because obviously you didn't like the album. I want to know why you didn't like the album, but honestly, what did you expect, bro?
I have not listened to it, and I didn't plan on listening to it. Honestly,
I'm not even halfway through. I'm about 75% done. But what was why you didn't like it, bro? And what did you really expect, bro? Because I didn't have no expectation.
Shout out to LL, bro. So LL, let me just a little backstory. LL is one of the first rappers that I could like point out. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure.
Everybody could.
80s baby. I'm born in 82. So when he was hot, I was in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Middle school. I used to love Mama Say Knock You Out. That was my shit. I used to love that song, the video. I never really knew what he was talking about. I was too young to really comprehend lyrics like that, but I knew that hook. You know what I'm saying? And I need a runaway girl. I used to love that.
Oh yeah, that joint's fire.
Yeah, so shout out to LL, man. He's one of the legends in the game. Um, he deserved every flower that he has gotten over the last, 40 years, 30, 40 years as a pioneer of hip hop. With that being said, the beat selection on this album is abominable, atrocious, offensive, just bad, bro. Like, in this day and age, what you find is they build albums different. The albums are not like built like stories the way they used to be. Like a lot of times when the
Mhm.
album first come out now or back in the day, you might have like a little skit to kind of set the mood. Maybe the first song's kind of slow, you kind of ease into the hype shit. Nowadays you got to get right to it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times the first 3, 4 songs be the hottest songs on the album these days because of how the
Mhm.
algorithm work and everything. Man, so as soon as I hear it, like the beat is just like what? Why? Who listened to this? Who listened to this and said, "Yep, that's the one"? Like you sit in the studio going through beats. No, that ain't. Oh, that one that's kind of offbeat a little bit. That's the one. Like, but just the beats. Like, I don't even know what he was saying. I could not get to the lyrics because the
Mhm.
the beats were just god awful to me. Um, and a couple of the beats that I actually liked on singles, like he did the song with Ross and Fat Joe. It's like always
Yeah.
keep your word, always paying
Yep.
back, whatever. That was
Yep.
a different kind of beat, but I liked it as a single. But even within the context of the album, I hit skip. Like I don't know, it was just
Mm.
some of the beats was offbeat. I forget which one it was, but it started off. It sounded offbeat, and then when the beat dropped and he started rapping, it kind of worked. But it was just like, are you trying to challenge me? Like, are you trying to make me work to like the album? Like, it's just, it, it sounded like he was trying too hard to be different. That's what it sounded like. Like, he didn't want to sound like
Mm.
everybody else, which I respect that. But it was almost like, I'm going to be so different. Nobody's going to sound like this. And that's a fact. Nobody sounds like it, but there's a reason because that shit was whack. You know what I'm saying? So, again, shout out to L, bro. Great career, but this particular album was a miss. I will say the few songs that I was able to just kind of sort of listen to it, and I just try to focus on the lyrics. The
Mhm.
pen is sharp. You know what I'm saying? I know he was on Shannon Sharp, and he said he never has ghostwriters. I have never heard L spit this way, like some of the cadences he had, some of the wordplay. Not to say that he's never been a wordsmith, but for somebody to not drop an album in 11 years, like rap is like a sport. Like, bro, T, used to do your thing. I used to do my thing. I haven't recorded anything like I don't know how long. I know my bars ain't. I know my pen ain't sharp anymore. It's like a muscle. You know what I'm saying? If you're not working it out, you get dad bod, and I would think you get lyrical dad bod. For him to come out as sharp as he is, it definitely makes me think like, bro, you had some help. Granted, if
Or
he did,
maybe
who
he's still
cares?
Why?
about to say
Why?
maybe
Maybe
he's
he
still
dropping
been in
tracks,
writing.
bro. He just ain't putting them out.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe he like I think
He
I
got a
think
house right out here in Lake Wiley, bro. He probably
I
doing his
think Three
thing.
Sacks say he never stopped writing. He never stopped with verses. He just don't don't have the music or don't feel like the music relates enough to put it out. You know what I mean?
But that shit could be whack though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just because you write, I mean, like, because here's the thing, Stacks, yeah, great. Stacks is the best rapper in Atlanta ever. So he's different because LL is not the best rap. He's not gonna make the number one on any list. You know what I'm saying? He's always gonna be up there. He's gonna be respected,
But
but he ain't
maybe
no
he
number
was
one
just
rapper out of New
inspired.
York,
Maybe he'd
huh?
been writing them for so long they were garbage, and then he just got inspired. Was like, oh damn, my pen, this is sounding kind of decent. I'm gonna put it out.
So here's the thing: how is it that you can't recognize that the beat selection is trash, but your pen game is that sharp? Those two things don't even go together.
Cause he
You know what I'm
50
saying?
something, bro. Like, I don't
Bro,
know.
I don't know who
But that's
lives
what
in
I'm
this.
saying. So what I'm saying is like, if the beat was whack and the lyrics was trash, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's all him. But I definitely am feeling like, and again, if he did get help, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's just like Snoop Dogg. Like Snoop, I think he came out like some few albums ago, said, "Bro, I don't even write no more. I just go in and perform. I let these other people write for me. I ain't got time for that." If you did that, I wouldn't. I mean, because I feel like he's paid his dues. But
For sure.
overall, shout out to L, man. But I
But
couldn't
what was
stomach it.
you expecting, bro? Was you expecting him to just be like,
I was expecting
you know
a
what I
beat
mean?
that I could listen to without it when it like crack my phone screen hitting the skip button. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
That's
Like,
all I'm saying, bro. Like, okay, like Big Sean. I was not a huge fan of the Big Sean album. You know what I'm saying? But I could at least say the beats were decent. Like, bro, you can't bob your head. Like, Rob, I know you ain't really listened to it, Rob, but just listen to the first 4 songs.
yeah, I
And you
got
will
you.
see what I
I
mean.
got
It's
you.
just like you have to try to listen to it.
I
Like,
was just gonna say you got to focus in a little bit.
yeah. And that's not
Yeah.
how music is supposed to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to try to like it, it ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you that.
Yeah, like I said, I had no expectation of it. I'm about 75% done. I just took it as like I literally shrugged my shoulders, bro. Like, well, he got some strings off me, man. That's what it was, bro. Like you said, Saturday Night Live. That track with Fat Joe and Ross. That was one of the good ones. But there was really nothing like that I ran back to where I was like, oh, I gotta run that one back. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So
He
it is
did a
what
song
it
with
is.
Eminem, right?
They was spitting.
And they was spitting.
That was spitting.
Shout out to L. And maybe he put some super extra work in, but how does LL keep up with Eminem? How does the dude who licks his lips in every video every 2 seconds keep up with him? Without some help. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. You know. But shout out to L though. Like I know this sounds so hateful, but I love L, man. I know this is like, and I know I mean like I love them. You know, they love the hate or whatever, but I truly do love LL Cool J, man. It's just this album, it's just bad to me, man. It's just very bad. Like it's worse than some of these kids to me. Like I listen like New Music Friday. I listen to everything, y'all. Like bad hip hop. I love hip hop so much, bro, that I will listen to bad hip hop just because it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But that album was.
All right, that's fair, bro. That's fair,
Yeah.
bro.
Right,
Like
I'm gonna get off, man.
I
But
just
shout out
wanted
to
to
L though,
know.
bro.
I just
Shout out
wanted
to
to
L.
know, bro. Because I was like, bro, what? I really wanted to know what you was expecting. I'm like, bro, what was you expecting, bro? Like, did you have your mind blown away? Because I wasn't.
I wasn't expecting my mind to be blown away, but I was expecting something that I could at least ride to for a couple of days. Give me a couple of days. I'll forget about it in a couple of days, but I couldn't even do that. I couldn't give more than 20 minutes, bro. Couldn't do it.
Well, man, hey, here we are, bro. Well,
Here
we'll
we
see,
are.
man. We'll see what the kids say. Because one, that's contemporary rap, right? That's contemporary hip hop, right? We got to put it in that category because that's
I
what
don't
it
even think
is.
the
So we'll
kids ain't
see.
rapping to that though.
I will see. I mean, he said that in some of his interviews, right? He was like, "Man, don't nobody want to YouTube me and look at all the old stuff I've done. You got to put stuff out now, and that's how people judge you." He was like, "I got a teenage son who feel he can take me now, so why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why I got to talk about my past?" And it's true. So we'll see. We'll see what the reviews say. You know, we'll give it a week. And we just go from there. But I mean, he's one of the pioneers, bro. He's a legend, bro. You can't take
He's a
that.
legend. He is a legend, right? And
Easy
this
work, bro.
doesn't, and I will say this does not diminish his legendary status at all.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I hate the album, I'll be
Yeah.
honest, but
He
this doesn't
created
change.
a
This
lot of
doesn't
lanes,
change
bro.
the way that I look at him at all.
Yeah, he created a lot of lanes, bro. From being one of the first commercial.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like when you said, bro, he's one of the most. Would you
I mean, Def Jam was
commercialize?
built on his back.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He
So
commercialized hip hop. He did that thing, and the rapper actor is going into TV, bro. He's one of the first to do
yeah,
it, bro.
yeah, he's
First to
probably
do
one of the
it, bro.
best. Maybe him or Will Smith,
For sure.
rapper actors.
Yep.
You know,
But In Too Deep still, man. When he played God, that's like,
yeah,
that was crazy.
yeah, yeah.
That
That
was
was.
crazy, bro. Oh, crazy. So
You're
we'll
not a
see.
cop, Reed. You a
Yep.
sellout, bro.
Man,
I still know
exactly.
them lines, bro.
I mean, he was wild there, but we'll see, man. We will definitely see like what in a week.
Remember he violated remember in the In Too Deep he violated old boy with that pool stick.
Clifton Powell.
Ugh, bro, I still remember that movie. I might watch it when we get off. No, I'm not. Watch this
Love it.
Cowboys game. Then I'm gonna watch that movie.
For sure, bro. But man, as we definitely wrap up, man, we already know, man, this show is our listeners gonna be checking this out on 9/11, man. Definitely want to shout out those first responders. We'll never forget those first responders, those victims in that in that building, man. The first responders before them, the first responders to this day, now and after, man. Like, they're a big part of this world, man. So shout out to them, man, for their bravery. And prayers up to the ones we lost, man. So we don't want to, neglect that. That is an important day, and for people listening, man. But man, this was dope as always. Always chopping it up, man. We got the month of September to rock out the rest of the season 6. Might have some people pull up on us. Who knows, man? But we had some great conversations with folks who pulled up, man. But Rod, as always, what's the words for the people, man, to help them get through?
Believing in yourself is the first secret to success.
That sounds like something 50 would say.
Touche.
It's 50, man, for sure, bro. But man, as always, man, it's been dope. As Rod always kicks it off with them 3 words, man. On the introduction, I end it with the 3, bro. Kill the music.